Welcome back to another video of the C64 KiCad replica of the 250/469 motherboard. So I have come far. I have drawn all the traces and the zones, and now just going over and see what's missing. And I currently can see that I have 15 unrouted nets that needs to be routed. Right, so here you can see the board, and this is the top side, and we will look at the bottom side because it was the bottom side I was showing you last time. And here we go. And the bottom side, you can turn off the silk screen as well. I used a couple of weeks to finish, so it was a lot of work because there's a lot of landfills, and we have. I'm really sorry about my voice. It just happened right now. I don't know what it is. So we have some tight corners here. So I will use the sign rule checker up here, and I will check if we can figure out if nets are too close or vias are too close or something like that. And we have 377 errors and 84 warnings. I've been told that this version of the nightly has a lot of bugs, so we can't trust this also. Anyway, there's a lot of complaints. I want to show you one complaint that was a bit weird. So when you double click a part, you can go to clearances. There's a weird checkbox here. It says allow bridged solder mask apertures between the pads. Not sure what in clear text that means. So however, if I run the DRC now, I get an error there. So yeah, let's go back. Now you can see we have some errors going on. We have to see the mask as well. Maybe the front side and the mask. Here we have the mask. We have one for the bottom side as well, I think. Yeah. There you go. So we can see there's some markers here. And if we manage to click them, we will see at the bottom of the screen, it says rare solder mask, aperture, bridges, items with different nets. I had to Google that. I didn't know exactly what that was. So fortunately there was some guy coming and saying that this is what you need to do. So that's what I'm doing. So I just allow bridge the solder mask. So yeah, maybe somebody knows what that means. But anyway, turn that on. These errors will go away. So yeah, let's just delete those markers. And yeah, so this is how far I've gone, and I'm really happy about that. And I have some small things to do. Check all the holes around here. Yeah, for the cartridge port, there's supposed to be a hole here. Maybe I make a part for that. Så ja. Okay, det neste jeg skal snakke om var det. Yeah, so from here on, I think I will just freestyle it. So we will just try to get that unrouted number down to 0. So let's start. So, and it's not always so easy. Sometimes it's really easy. So what I do, I just turn off the rat's nest, turning on the rat's nest, and then we see something going on here. We can press dim. Then it will be a little bit easier to see what's going on. We should probably select another net, or another layer. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 maybe up in here. Not sure why there's next there, so we'll figure that out. That looks pretty hard, so we'll get to that sooner or later. So let's have a look at this one. Oh, easy. this one just not bridged yet. So let's do that. Let's see if we get down to unrouted 14. Ah, now I remember. Do you see this pad is green? That means we're not allowed to place it there. If you look like this, you can see that this pad has a different name than the net on both sides of this. So we have to figure out why this is. So first thing you do is just to click in the middle here. Didn't work. Okay, turn off the background. Escape. Okay, let's click again. Okay, I'm not in the middle. Here. And then go to schematics. It should show the part. It didn't because I just opened it. Let's do it again. There you go. So it's this one that is having the problem. So let's see. Can we find RAM read write? Yes, we can. It's this one. It's supposed to be the same as this one, so just delete this one then. And okay. So I'll just put this one here. Should be all right. And then when I get back here, I will have to reload the schematic or update PCB with changes made to the schematic. So that's F8. You can press F8. I like to turn off delete footprints because I can miss footprints if I placed some and I haven't locked them. So if I place some footprints that are not in the schematics anyway. Anyway, here we go. And now we see there's a link between here. It's good. And it was before as well, but I think it was just to this net, not the pad itself. Let's try again. Ah, now it's not green anymore, so we will place it. Let's see. Press escape. We have 14 unrouted. So let's get on with it. What in earth is going on here? So we can turn off both of these. Alright, so we see A14 and on both sides of this is not connected somehow. We can quickly just check the image first. So if we, yeah, there you can see there's a trace here. And which layer is it? It's on the top layer because it's on this one. User 1, as you can see. Okay, so then we will draw this on the top layer. And we will try to stay away from that via. There we go. So also, I think I'm making a mistake here. I'm supposed to go to 0.3 millimeter, so it will be a bit wider net. But I think it did it by itself because here we have an 0.3 net, so it will probably just copy that. And sometimes that's a bit annoying, so automation is sometimes annoying. But you can't get everything, you know. So right click, fillets 1 millimeter, bang. There you go. Now let's see, press escape. 13 unrouted. Great. Let's see if there's something else. Quickly. Let's try dim. There we go. What the heck is going on here? I have no idea. So basically this image tells me that this RP5, which is a resistor array, is supposed to be, sorry, because if I click the background image, everything disappears. Sorry about that. That's a bit annoyance. I think I have locked the background image. Let's see. No, I haven't. Okay, let's lock it. Maybe that will help me. Ah, nice. Now, if I click the background, it doesn't put it in the foreground anymore. Nice. Anyway, Okay, so if I click inside here, it should select that part. So let's have a look at this part and see what we find there. But before we do that, we can actually check underneath this red line here if there's supposed to be a wire maybe on the back side. I'm not sure. Well, if we kind of turn off these pads like this, yeah. There's a link there. All right, so let's just draw that link then, and let's try this now. Now it's working. It's probably because I'm making a video. So and there you go, unrouted 12. I will just stop the camera and then I will start it again. Where did all the pads go? All of them are in the dim. Okay, so something's wrong with the 5-volt network. Turn off everything, including those pads. We should see... Okay, we are having the wrong background image. There you go. Aha! This one was easy. So... maybe it should be even larger. Let's try 2 millimeters. A bit more. 2.5. Alright. There we go. Now we have 11 unrouted. This is getting really close to a finish. So you may be wondering, how does this even work if you're new to this world of CAD design? Well, if you see the schematic, all of these parts here are linked to the schematic. And if you double click them, they have a reference. They also have a footprint, so that's how the link is working. And with all the wires in between here and the name on the wires creates a net list. So now the question is, why are these like connected together like this? And they actually are not connected. Okay, again we will have to click the part. Okay, we click the part. I'll just show you that, and then you go in here. It's this part, so it's basically these pins, which I have unfortunately just put on top of each other. So they kind of look like they're connected together, but they are not. It could be because I've connected them together. No, I don't think so. Some places here we have X, which means that it's not supposed to connect to anything. But here it could mean that these pins are actually connected together and then not connecting to anything else. So, okay, we have to experiment. I'm not so happy about experimenting while I make the video, but let's try. Usually stuff goes wrong. So, you'll have to move stuff around then. Okay, I think I got to the last one, maybe. And then save. And then I will just update this footprint, symbol, update, close. There you go. Let's just say X on everyone. Oops. X. All right. This looks ugly as F. Yeah, that's it. I think we solved it, but it looks ugly, so I could just leave them out, perhaps, like this. They don't want to, so I'm trying my best there, but they don't want to go. Suckers. Okay, maybe in my next life. Maybe I should edit it, not make a fool of myself. This, save. Probably get a lot of other errors, but the schematic will look a lot better. And then I will just update, 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 oh, close, they're gone, save, schematic, update, update, close. Well, at least now they just say 1011, so there's no more complaining. Now we have 6 unrouted. So that did actually help. So let's dim it out again. Oh, here we have a long one. This may actually mean just simple thing. You see, this one is a transistor. Goes to C39. And this can mean just something easy. I see something about the net names. But it could be also that it's arrangements. Emitter, collector, and base is incorrect, but I can see the naming here is correct also. No. Could it be the name? So let's have a look. Let's see what we have underneath. Nothing. Okay, let's... okay, so there's nothing. Interesting. Okay. How about the bottom side? Oh, there's a net there. Why is there no net here? Oh, there's a net. Why is there no connection? Let's just follow. Oh, there it goes. Oh, this one says unregulated. Well, is it really unregulated? And this zone also says unregulated, but I know it's not supposed to be, so let's select 9 plus. There you go, it changed. Let's draw this one again. Okay. There we go. Look, it's connected. However, still no connected over here. So what's going on here then? Oh, this one says 9 volt unregulated as well. I think I've seen this before. So if I turn on the top layer, yeah, look, this one is connecting this one together. That we already looked at over here. So I think one way to do is that you can go in here. Here is the source of that net, and you press the highlight tool, I think it's called. Let's see. Doesn't say. It's a highlight tool. Click this net or this one. It will highlight everything that is using it. So you can see it over here. It might be another place. I don't remember. No, I can't see it. Over here you have 9 volt unregulated, so it's not that one. So anyway, it's what is it? It's a SID chip actually. Pin 28 is supposed to have 9 volt, 12 volt. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, this is the SID chip for sure. If we turn on the silk screen, we can see SID chip somewhere, I think. But yeah, I know for sure it is. So everything is dark because of that highlight thing. So there you see U9. And we have U9, we can actually, we can actually select U9 there. We'll see it's this one. Yeah, so that's correct. And now we just need to connect them together. So, so let's see what we can do. Let's turn on the back of the background because it's annoying. And highlighting is also making it a bit difficult. So let's see what kind of net is this. Okay, I'm just going to lock the bottom image as well because it's annoying. Let's see. There you go. 12 volt. Now it's supposed to connect there. If I press B, I will just fix everything else as well. You can see this one is wrong. This, and then if you now press front and this one and U, you're supposed to select everything. E, And then the correct name for it. This is supposed to go by itself, but because I made a mistake somewhere, it became that mistake. And then I will also have to change this zone. There you go. Let's see if it's connected. Okay, these are now connected. There's no lines in there, so... Okay, so the line is gone. Let's press escape. 4 unrouted. Yes! Only 4 left. Okay, where are you? Okay, we have something weird going up here. Seems a bit more difficult, but I can see it already. Yeah, so we need to connect both front and back. Alright, but why isn't this one connected to this one? Well, it is connected, isn't it? Doesn't make sense. So it says net F1 pad 1. This is filled. Maybe it's because it's a polygon. Okay. 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 Net F1 pad 1. Yeah, so the mistake here was that it was a polygon. So now I think I get to show you that mistake. The problem I have. Oops. I made it diagonal. Wasn't supposed to do that. Like this. And then there. B. It's supposed to connect on the top there, at least. It does. And there you go. Because in the footprint I wanted to kind of make this clearance, as you can see in the original photo. There's a large clearance around this fuse, but there's other ways of doing this. I will just fix that, not talk so much. So we will just edit the footprint in the library, remove those stupid things here, which doesn't seem to work very well with the, well, actually you can double click them and see why. It says keep out copper fill. This is why it keeps out the copper fill. However, that's also what I want, but I don't want it actually all the way. I think I have another way. Hold on. Let's just discard that one. Let's try here. Let's see what happens. All right. That seems to work. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Right now I'm a bit tired of this, so let's do that. So let's see if this one also has both on the top and bottom. Yeah, it's the top and the bottom. Also, let's have a look at the bottom. Okay, so the bottom is not connected properly. This. There you go. And press B just to see that everything is connecting all right. We have an unrouted thread, by the way. That's really great. So this one is correct. Let's see the top side. No connection on the top side, but let's see what the original says. Yeah, it's supposed to be. So let's just draw it then. There you go. And that's it. There's nothing else inside here, so thank you. Now it says unrouted 3. Let's see if we can find something else, because this one is did annoy me a little bit, because I had for some reason I use Polygon, which is this thing over here. So you can draw polygons, that's great. But they don't have any net names, so they don't really work as for our net list. So what I should have done is use the add a field zone thing there. So yeah, let's press adhesive, because then we get to see everything else. This is protective earth, I think. So let's have a look at what this can be. Nothing comes to mind, so we have to inspect, and let's see. You can see ground marked, and why I haven't done ground mark I will show you in a quick moment. Let's just click the part. There you go. And it's this power input. And here you can see ground marked. Let's have a click at that. See what happens. There you go. And that's everywhere that one goes. So ground mark goes into this filter, and then it becomes ground over here. It also goes through a capacitor. Yeah, so probably dampens that filter or something, not sure. And then I think maybe that's it. Now that one is marked, we can see what will be highlighted. So this makes sense. So if you plug in a power adapter, if you've seen my C64C videos, all of these three at the bottom here, they are ground, and then you have 5 volt on the two in the middle. And then you have the AC on 7 and 6 on the outer there. So this ground does look correct. However, this shield thing here seems to want to go back to ground protected. But here you can see ground goes in there up to this one, and then there was a capacitor. You can actually mark it. You can see it. This one. Well, which goes to ground. Ground here. There you go. So this must be ground then. So somehow this protective things thinks that it's supposed to be on the input ground, but it's not supposed to be. So it's a bit annoying because I think I must have made a mistake. So let's open this part and see. I don't think we have a shielding ground here. So okay, I don't know. So I will have to come back to this one. So there's one unrouted. I will have to figure those out, but it's not really pressing right now. So something is going on here. I think something is wrong with that pad or something. All right. Okay, we can already see something is wrong here. Somehow this is not working. So, and I don't know why. So what I have done in my previous boards is that I've taken an ordinary net like this and just boom in there. Even though I have a fill net here like this. So if I turn off everything, you can see what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a fill, a pair, and then into this gold finger. However, it isn't. So now it says 0 unrouted. Yes. That's actually quite clever. So now we are actually, so to say, finished. So yeah. Yeah, there probably are more mistakes. However, okay, now remember that the schematic is connected to the layout. So if it's unrouted, it's supposed to work. But however, we need to do some design rule checking. And there's a long way to go, so I probably will do that in another video, perhaps. So, yeah, checks clearances and stuff, and but just look at this. Look, 360, that's actually better than before. But look, there's like red everywhere, so sometimes those red arrows, they mean something, and other times they don't mean anything at all. So, in this case, I think it's too close to that Vega, so let's see. Yeah. Clearance violation. Actual is 0.132, which is way too close. So I'll also check with the PCBWay actually, which usually helps me with these boards. So I'll check with them what minimum clearance is, and I don't mind having a bit more as well. So I usually set the clearance a bit higher. I think let's have a look. I think you go to board settings or board setup up here. And then I think you go to design rules and you have a lot of things that you can set. Oh, this is a minimum track, so actually I want to change this because I know there's some 0.25 in there. It's supposed to be 0.3, so if I do this now, I should have pointers where those are. So okay, now it just has 9 errors. Okay, no idea. Let's close it and try it again. I think I'm just too tired about this. So run the ERC. I was on the wrong menu. It's 360. Remember that. Errors. Now it's 559. So we can actually, maybe we could filter something, but we can. You can see here there's unconnected items 0. So that's great. Ignore tests. Not sure what that is. We can also turn on more error checking. Let's see if we can find some nets that are too small. There you go. There's one. Oh, have a look at that. Okay. Close. Let's get to CR5. There we go. Yeah. So we're here. It looks better already. I can't see any clearance issues. I don't know what this one is complaining about. So it could be something on the other side of the board. And it seems to be actually, yeah, this one seems to be small, 0.25, yeah. So I will just change those as well. Wish there was a better way of doing this. You could probably just edit the text file. I do that sometime. It's a bit annoying, but I could just do a text search and replace and find 0.25 and then replace all of them. I've done that before and it's really fast actually. But it's not supposed the way you're supposed to do it anyway. Yeah, so that's about it. I think, well, I can show you the 3D drawing before we go. And I don't have any 3D components on there yet. Might be some, but I don't think I have. Okay, there seems to be a ring there supposed to be on the ground, so we need to do something about that maybe. Yeah, we see some up in here as well. But yeah, looks cool, doesn't it? So it does look kind of like it's beginning to be a finished design now. So yeah. This is going great, doesn't it? So, if I can say that myself. But as you know, well, you have to test it and everything, so I can't just release it yet. I'm sorry. But I will actually release when I'm happy with it. So, but I will keep it close to my heart for a little bit of time now, a couple of months maybe, just to check everything. And there's no rush. So, yeah, but I'm happy that this is coming to an end sooner or later. It takes a lot of time. However, I'm not losing any sleep over it anymore. I usually just work a couple of hours every day and with the KiCad, and yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I don't think there was more to say. There was something about solder droplets or solder pads formed as solder droplets. I'm not sure how you do that, But I can show you how I did it, and yeah, let's have a look. Let's turn off everything, turn on background. There you go. So you can see it has like a round shape with a wire going in, sort of trace. It has a round shape again with a slit in the middle. It's a bit hard to see, so that's what I've tried to recreate here. So you can see as well, I have chamfered corners. Not sure how you're supposed to say that, but let's have a look at the footprint. There you go. Basically 2 pads. This with a bit of a large clearance, as you can see. I can show you that. Just click the pad. Oh, this is the solder mask opening in the middle. Just to make sure that the solder is allowed to bridge. So yeah, so you can see it's a filled shape. And yeah, I can't see any clearance here actually. So how does that work? There you go. Sometimes it doesn't open. So here you can see we have chamfered rectangle. You can do rounded rectangle. It looks like this. Chamfered rectangle. You can select the corners to chamfer like this. Just play with the sizes, and yeah, I was happy about that. I could possibly have done rounded maybe, but then I can't select the corners anymore. There's no corners in here, so well, can I round the corners for the other ones? Well, no, that doesn't look like. You can have a custom one. Not sure how that will work. Yeah, maybe that will work actually. If I do 90 degree, no. What's that supposed to do? I'm not sure. No idea. But yeah, so that's how I did it. Made 2 pads, like another part. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, maybe I should say also for this fill layer, I made sure, I think, usually you make like thermal vias or thermal relief, such that all solder points, they don't have such a hard connection, but the original does have a hard connection. So I see my battery is blinking here, so but for that reason I haven't done it. So but for here I would like to have it, because it's well, it's a solder jumper, and I don't think it performs very well if you solder to a really hard ground net, which takes all your heat out of your solder iron. So yeah, there goes my camera. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and the batteries, I don't want to change the battery. This Canon camera doesn't live very long. I have 3 batteries, but do I really want to change the battery when it's on a stand and everything? No, I think so. It's supposed to work with a USB-C, but doesn't work. Maybe something's wrong with the connector, or it needs like a Canon charger. I thought we were done with that in the year 2000, but no, we weren't. So that's about it. Now I'm going to watch a Big Clive live stream. It's Saturday. It's 22:54 here, or 5 minutes to 11 o'clock at night. And thank you so much for watching. See you another time, and bye bye.